Lao PDR. Once, this was a land of a million elephants. Today, Lao PDR is a land of great promise and rapid economic growth. Situated in the very heart of the Indochinese Peninsula, Lao PDR is the only landlocked country in Southeast Asia, and the only nation that borders 5 others: China, Myanmar, Thailand, Vietnam, and Cambodia. A member state of ASEAN and a partner in the ASEAN Economic Community, the Lao People's Democratic Republic is positioned for growth in trade, commerce, and tourism. Though far from the sea, Lao PDR is well connected to neighboring countries by highways, and in the not-too-distant future, modern rail lines will make Lao PDR even more land-linked. High up in enchanting mountains, amid thick green forests, natural resources are abundant. Rivers tumble down the mountainsides and fertile plains. The rivers are themselves a treasure and a driving force behind sustainable development that is bringing a new level of prosperity to the Lao people. In its natural resources lies the hope for a brighter future. In Lao PDR, you will find one of Asia's most remarkable rivers, the Mekong. Affectionately called Me Nam Kong, the mother of rivers, it is the 12th longest in the world, with a water flow that's the 8th largest. The mandate of the Ministry of Energy and Mines, Lao PDR is to harness the enormous power of the Mekong and many of its tributaries in an efficient and sustainable manner. The ministry strives to bring reliable electricity supply to every household in the country, strengthen its national power grid, and foster economic cooperation with other countries through power trade. With this vast reserve of energy resources, and with more than 40 years' experience with hydropower development and well-established social and political stability, the Lao government is ready to become the battery of Southeast Asia. As such, Lao PDR can stimulate regional power trade and optimize the region's energy mix. Today, there are 33 power projects generating with about 5,520 megawatts of installed capacity. Under construction, 41 projects with installed capacity about 4,904 megawatts. Over 70 projects are planned to start construction before 2020. For a small country, Laos' total hydropower potential is impressive, 26,000 megawatts. In pursuing industrialization, modernization, and the ultimate goal of poverty eradication, the Lao government has joined hands with enterprises of China, Thailand, Vietnam, Japan, Norway, France, and Malaysia to develop efficient power facilities. Power generation and transport will be cornerstones upon which to build Laos' future, drawing on experience gained over the past 4 decades. The first large-scale hydropower project in Lao PDR was Nam Nguyen 1, which began commercial operation in 1971 with installed capacity of 150 megawatts. Among the independent power projects that followed was a 220-megawatt Them Hin Bun, which began operation in 1998 and was upgraded to 500 megawatts in 2013. Another large IPP hydropower project, known for its multi-purpose functionality, is Nam Thern 2, with installed capacity of 1,075 megawatts, mostly exported to Thailand. Nearly 40 hydropower projects on tributaries of the Mekong are under construction, and scheduled to begin operation by 2019, adding total installed capacity of 6,305 megawatts. Among them is a cascade of 7 dams on the Nam U River that will become a landmark and an important source of power in northern Laos. Rising on the mainstream of the Mekong River are 2 runoff river schemes. The world-class Xayaburi hydropower project, scheduled to begin operation in 2019, with a capacity of 1,285 megawatts, and the 260-megawatt Don Sahong hydropower project in the far south of Laos, scheduled to begin operation in 2018. Engineers at the Ministry of Energy and Mines are hard at work on planning to build more hydropower facilities in the future to accelerate national economic growth. The ministry is comprised of the Cabinet Office, Personnel Department, Inspection Department, Energy Policy and Planning Department, Energy Management Department, Energy Business Department, Institute of Renewable Energy Promotion and Mining Department. Our dedicated staff is committed to making the best use of water resources in developing all potential renewable resources based on competitiveness, sustainability, and efficiency. The ministry is inspired by Vision 2030. Its goals are to increase the national electrification ratio to 98% of total households at reasonable cost. Develop all potential resources available based on competitiveness, sustainability, and efficiency. Promote regional power interconnection by harmonizing and strengthening the national power grid, and ensure a reliable supply to all sectors in line with the industrialization and modernization policy. In seeking to deliver on the promise of domestic electrification and regional power trade, the Ministry of Energy and Mines is undertaking an ambitious program to provide more transmission lines of 150 kilovolts, 230 kilovolts, and 500 kilovolts. Currently, Laos has nearly 5,197.2 kilometers of transmission lines. The total capacity of substations throughout the country is 1,540 megavolt ampere. The existing distribution includes voltage 12.7 kilovolts, 22 kilovolts, 25 kilovolts, and 35 kilovolts, and low voltage 400/220 volts for households. The total length of distribution lines spread across the country is about 26,615 kilometers.